Good afternoon. My name is Barrett Brown, and I'm president of the Alamance branch of the NAACP. We have suspended our in-person meetings at the Burlington Mosque at 1908 South Melbourne Street, Burlington. For the safety of all concerned and in compliance with state and local municipal recommendations, the Executive Committee of the Alamance branch of the NAACP has decided to continue our mission to end racism and work for justice and general well-being of all people virtually. If you have any questions about branch activities and how you can continue to be advocates despite the various versions of quarantine, I encourage you to visit our website at acnaacp.org. If you would like to speak with someone from the branch personally, you can call 336-365-8536. We would like to express our concern for all of our neighbors who are personally affected by the COVID-19 virus. We would like to thank the other heroes, the folks considered essential personnel who continue to show up every day to work for the greater good. The Alamance NAACP is continuing our community feeding program every second, fourth, and fifth Sunday for the foreseeable future. Food will be available for pickup at 311 East Morehead Street in Burlington at 3 p.m. on those Sundays. The dedication of our partners with North Carolina Association of Educators, the Bynum Education Center, Clinton Memorial Church, the Burlington Masjid, and Western Steakhouse make these efforts possible. Next month, we will return to our speaker meeting format. The platform to attend that meeting, as well as the speaker for that meeting, will be announced soon. Despite the uncertainty of these days, let us take courage from the many ways in which we are finding to support one another. This branch has continued to be advocates for the most fragile in our community, the elderly, children, the homeless, the immigrant, and the incarcerated. We believe that we must be as vigilant as ever to make sure that people who live at the margins do not fall through the cracks as emergency and disaster relief efforts are formulated and implemented. One of the things you can do to help your community is to join and support the NAACP. On our website, you'll find resources to further your commitment to social justice. You can also join one of the various committees: political action, communications, education, legal redress, criminal justice, religious affairs, economics and labor, and the Youth Council. I'm encouraging these committees to continue to meet via teleconference and Zoom to continue planning strategies that will end racism. We know that the course of this virus has exposed disparities in America that have been bubbling just under the surface. In some places, African Americans are between 30 and 60% more likely to have underlying conditions that lead to the COVID-19 related illnesses and death. That fact is a symptom of the systematic racism that exists in this country. And that is the very reason we cannot stop fighting to change this system. We may have to adapt to new circumstances, but those of us who love freedom cannot rest. The forces that would keep justice as a privilege of the rich have not taken a break, and we cannot afford to take a break either. We cannot afford to stop meeting. We cannot afford to stop planning. This crisis will pass eventually, and we must be able to hit the ground running when it's over. Essential workers deserve a living wage. No one should be in jail simply because they cannot afford to post bail. Low-level nonviolent offenders should not be released just because this is a crisis. Provisions for the homeless should not just be because there's a crisis. If Congress can find trillions of dollars in relief money, then we can fully fund public education. The exposed flaws in our healthcare system must be addressed for the long run and not just for the short term. We can only do these things together. We must use the time that we have now to gather virtual communities, organize, strategize, and be ready to mobilize as we move forward. As we binge watch Netflix and attend live concerts, let us also carve out time to make America as good as it's promised. Let's spend some time and weeks working together, teleconference together, phone banking together, and working to make this land that we live in a place where the weak grow strong and the strong grow great.